Hello and welcome to Zork Grand Inquisitor, where we are exploring the underground. Let's go. Take a look at the this over here.
Okay, now you want to take the red line east to the yellow line, then switch off to the, I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll get a spell to simplify this later on. Feel the heat. Take the underground to Hades. Play Old Scratch. 500 Zork mids or Eternal Damnation. The Zork Lottery. Brave Souls Wanted. Alright. Oh, that just goes there. So we can't do anything else here yet. Let's go back up. Oh, right. We need to go this way. And this way. In magic we trust. Well...
Red Rock.
Ah, my alma mater. The most prestigious spellcasting institution in all of Zork. And I was first in my class, too.
Let's read the sign. Bottomless pits. And also, please don't throck the grass. We are going to want to save our game here, because there are several different ways to die in this game, and all of them are worth exploring, because they are pretty witty. So we'll save the game, and then we'll do exactly what we're told not to do.
Rock.
Cast Throck on grass. Though seemingly harmless, you quickly discover why throcking the grass is expressly forbidden. The grass bursts forth from the ground with an unquenchable bloodlust. The tentacle-like blades wrap themselves around your extremities, lifting you in the air and snapping you like a piñata. You have died. Your score is 140 out of a possible of 1000. This score gives you the rank of Luckless Adventurer. Let's load our save, shall we? And explore the bottomless pit. Jump in bottomless pit. You plummet down the bottomless pit, and plummet, and plummet. As the years pass, you meet, mingle, and marry a similarly indisposed adventurer, have 3 children, and eventually die of old age. You have died. And the score is still 140 out of a possible of 1000. Alright, now let's actually do this the correct way. Make us a path to the university.
If you want to get in, you're going to have to pass the entrance exam. The 3 pillars. They test your aptitude for visualization, pattern recognition, and clicking.
Yeah, you have to make a coherent or cohesive image. There we go. The second one. Now, over here, you need to look at where the shadow from the statue is going. Now, this obviously can't be it, because this casts the shadow, like, back there. This can't be it either. This could be it. So what shadow continues that way? That does? Kind of. Alright. We got it. And the last one. Now here, we need to make a window. And we're in.
GUE Tech, Eastlands. Boy, this takes me back. The glory days of enchanting. I can't remember a damn thing.
Let's look at the notice board. GUE Tech Health Memo to all students and rat ants from the surgeon specific. Subject: Zork rocks and cola. Warning: the surgeon specific at GUE Tech has determined that eating Zork rocks while drinking any cola-based beverage can be harmful to your health because your stomach will explode. Just like that kid whose picture is on all the Zork granola boxes. That's how he died, really. Alright, so Zork rocks plus cola will be explosive. Desperately seeking tutor. All subjects pertaining to magic. 2D has MDD, magic deficit disorder, and must pass exams or be expelled. Will pay handsomely. Zork mids or livestock. Please call Marianic. Alright. Dean's list. Marianic, Z-, Dalbos of girth, A. GUE Tech Mage Meisters. Thaumaturgic Decathlon Champions. Alright. Remember, the vending machines are being restocked on Gru's Day. Please be patient. There is likely to be no locker access until then, depending on how stale the candy in the machine is. Okay, so lockers and candy machine are linked in some way. Mike's pants. Mysterious. The alarm system is down. Can everybody please try and cheer him up? So, I don't think we can actually do anything.
Sweet snacks. What a welcome sight to the road-weary adventurer.
Yeah, I don't think we can actually do anything here for the moment because we need money. The vending machines don't just give you stuff for free.
This is an emergency magicatronic message from the Enchanter's broadcasting system. I am the wizard, Bellbuzz. This is probably not a test. Should a tyrannical anti-magic despot have in fact eliminated magic from the Empire, you must find the following 3 lost magic artifacts. If you find them, magic will return.
Alright. He won't tell us anything else for the moment. We'll need to find and click other pictures. But like, here's the thing. this is called the Infinite Corridor. And if we were to go in now, well, it just...
This is the main hallway one took to go to class. I've never been down it.
It just continues as it is, like forever and ever and ever, because it is infinite. So let's go back and use our turn purple things invisible spell. This spell is coming in very handy. So, oh, actually, before we do that, we wanna save the game. And now we wanna turn corridor invisible. The infinite corridor becomes the infinite. The hallway disintegrates into an airless expanse of the cosmos. Being ever so adventurous, you take that tiny step for mankind. Ill-equipped for space travel, your head explodes. You have died. Your score is 164 out of a possible of 1000. This score gives you the rank of Acolyte Spellcaster. Now, let's do the thing we're supposed to do here. Turn the infinite invisible.
And the hallway becomes a small way.
Here we go. And there are the lockers. We can't do anything with them for the moment. But we will be fiddling with them later. There are also 3 corridors.
You must find the Coconut of Quendor. It contains the magic knowledge of the Circle of Enchanters, knowledge enough to fill an entire coconut. Hidden before magic was banished from the realm. It holds the power of high magic and makes, I'm told, one heck of a pina colada. The wizard Yigale set sail into the great sea with it in 966 GUE. It was never heard from again.
Aww. Now, none of these doors open or do anything. Next corridor.
You must find the Skull of Yorick, which contains the soul of deep magic. The powerful skull has fueled wars, raised empires, toppled cities, and through it all remained quite shiny. The skull was stolen by a pack of grooves near the historic White House in the year 948.
All right. We can knock on the doors. We can try this.
This is a magic university. These doors have all been Resrov-proofed.
Yep. So, we can't actually get into any of those.
You must find the missing cube of foundation, one of the 17 building blocks which form our existence. The cube that contains the power of middle magic was allegedly won in a game of double Fanucci by the scoundrel Antharia Jack, proprietor of a gambling hall in Port Fusel. As the sources were intoxicated in the extreme, this information has never been verified. Search out the time tunnels. This is the sole purpose for which we built them eons ago. This has been an emergency magicatronic message from the Enchanter's broadcasting system. This has not been a test. If this had been a test, an annoying tone would have sounded. The tone would have sounded very much like this.
That was indeed an annoying tone. So the only purpose of these corridors is actually to hear about those artifacts. And we'll need a thing to get into here. And we'll get that thing later on. For now, let's get out of here. And we need to explore.
As you'll notice, the university doesn't exist in our space-time. It's in a parallel dimension called the ethereal planes of Atri, which we sorcerers share with snack cakes, former child stars, and people who own ferrets.
Uh-huh.
Hey, free dirt.
And we just so happen to have a shovel. Simplify instructions. That spell is going to come in very handy as well.
Let's dematerialize, shall we?
Yeah, let's. We'll go to the crossroads. And into the subway, actually. Luckily, we don't need to insert another token. We just have permanent access to here now. So that told us to go to Hades. Let's do the simplify instructions thing here.
No.
First,
That's more like it. Now, unless I'm mistaken, all you have to do is pick the place you want to go to, wait at the edge of the platform, and assume crash position.
yep, that's exactly what we'll do. Let's go.
I guess I should warn you. The thing about the underground is that there were a few cutbacks and then a few more. And then, well, they just never got around to installing the brakes. Whew, that really clears the sinuses.
Here we are.
Hey, Slim, what you reading? How to hypnotize yourself. Guess it worked.
Voyage of Captain Zahab. I'm not actually... Well, let's read it. Not a bit of food in the hold. A fortnight longer, and my mind grew infirm. Like a mirage in the desert, I began to see islands where there were none, and where I swore I saw only horizon, not a moment before. Hills grew up out of the water, right before my eyes. At first, I thought it must have been all the rye I drank. I sent out a dinghy. Not an hour later, a roar rocked our craft, followed by a terrific crashing noise, like a great granola mine had just collapsed. What vile menace inhabits this Isle of the Damned? Dismember the 12th. We found the remains of the dinghy on a floating island, along with one survivor. He had gone mad, raving incoherently about plugging the nostrils of some serpent beast. His last tearful words I record here so that I might share them with his loved ones. We tried to pull the coconut from his mouth, but he knew, and woe, for his wrath was mighty. The coconut of Gwendor? Well, I mean, this method is pretty guaranteed to work, isn't it? Alright, now we want to save the game before we play that, because things can go pretty horribly wrong. In fact,
Watch out. Old Scratch plays for high stakes. 500 Zork bids against eternal damnation. What I'm trying to say is maybe you ought to save.
Yeah. Only one way for us to go. Now we can go to the left or up. Left. I think we wanna explore the losing option, because I think we wanna see what happens. So yeah, I'm kinda losing on purpose here, in case it wasn't obvious. Your soul flies from your body as per the contract with Old Scratch. You've been damned for all of eternity. You pass the time by endlessly lamenting your hideous fate in a foreboding cackle. You also take up needlepoint. You have died. Your score is 195 out of a possible of 1000. This score gives you the rank of Acolyte Spellcaster. Alright, now let's go and actually win the game.
Watch out. Old Scratch plays for high stakes. 500 Zork bids against eternal damnation. What I'm trying to say is maybe you ought to save.
There we go.
Cha-ching! 500 Zork bids.
Oh yeah. Now let's explore a little further here.
Can you hear it? Thousands of voices lamenting some hideous fate. Or maybe it's just me. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a direct line to the commissioner.
Thank you for calling the Hades Shuttle Service courtesy phone. Since the dawn of time, your choice for crossing over into the afterlife. To skip a message at any time, press 4. This service has recently undergone a retrofitting to ensure full ease of abuse, customer dissatisfaction, and user unfriendliness while inefficiently bringing you, the recently deceased, to your final destination. Before crossing, you'll need to answer a few simple questions using the touch-tone pad. Press 1 for the list of questions. To press 3, please press 7. To hear these options again, call back and listen to them again. To press 4, hit the pound key. To return to the main menu, you're already there. Press 8 to press 1. To wait on hold, stay on the line. To press 6, press 2. For a list of numbers, count to 10. To press 7, press 5. To hear the answers, press 6. To press 0, press the star key. To hear these options backwards, press 9. To press the star key, press 0. Press 3 if you really want to. For all other inquiries, please, blah, 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 blah.
Let's simplify this a bit.
Press the star key for what is all this? I just want to call the damn shuttle. Is that so much to ask? You have correctly answered all the questions. Congratulations! A shuttle will be along shortly to transport you to Hades, where you will languidly spend the rest of eternity. Have a hell of a day.
Charon, the oarsman of the river Styx. Whew. I don't know how he manages to generate a stink, but he most certainly does.
Now, we don't have any coins to give him yet. And we also don't need to go to...
Let's dematerialize, shall we?
wherever he's going to take us quite yet. We actually need to go back to the university and turn that bell into coins. There's the change machine. Let's just go over here and do the change. Oh, that's not it. Over here, we can turn the 500 Zork mids into coins.
Zork mids. Let's just stuff those in a handy little sack, shall we?
All right. Let's do this first. We'll check all of these. Empty. It still took our money though. That's fine, we have 500 of these. Empty.
Look, an ice cream bar. Hey, look, there's a special treat inside. Well, what do you know? Another scroll. The Obadil Scroll. Will not nusto, for novelty purposes only. They're just saying that, though. Put it through a spell checker and it'll work like any other.
Alright, we'll save that for now. Next. We obviously want the Zork rocks.
I think some of these were here my freshman year.
So it's number 8.
No! I hate it when that happens.
Well, we have a solution for that though.
Just where were you keeping that?
From Frobos Electric. We don't make things that suck. We make things that suck permanently.
And there we have it. Zork rocks. Alright.
Looks like those Zork rocks fried the machine. This thing really does suck. Leave it here.
Yeah, we can't take our vacuum cleaner back, sadly. Alright, now let's take a look at those lockers. So we pressed button 8 on the vending machine and this thing opened. How to win at Double Finucci. Now there are all of these complicated instructions, but in fact, the only way to win is not to play. Huh. And that's all that's in that locker. And now we need to get into this locker here. And the button for it on the vending machine was busted. We also need to get into this locker here. And that we can do by pressing a button on the vending machine. So let's go to it. We'll put a coin in and we'll press button 11. Yeah, you can't have two lockers open at the same time, so it closed the one that we had open.
That's Yannick's locker. That rat ant was my roommate here for 3 terms, before he became the pastor of disaster up in the above ground. He would have failed out first term if it weren't for me. A Zork tablet. This stuff will mellow anything out. Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Or a snapdragon. Better spell manufacturing in under 10 minutes. Now, there are all of these complicated instructions, but if we use Kindle, we get the exact instructions we need for the spell that we need to make. This isn't relevant to us yet, but it will be later. Cave's notes.
Look at this! Cheat notes! Crib sheets! He may run the Empire, but he's not quite Mensa material.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be relevant in any way, although in many texts in this game that seem completely irrelevant, there are clues that you will need later on. So, I don't think we'll need that for anything though. Time travel for dummies. Can we use Kindle on this too?
Kindle.
No. Alright. Lord Dimwit Flathead. Alright. So apparently there's a labyrinth of time tunnels underneath the Great Underground Empire. We'll get to access those time tunnels later on. I don't think there's anything else here. No. Alright. And in order to get into this locker, locker number 6, for which the button is busted on the vending machine, we'll need to use the Zork Rocks plus Cola combination. But we will do that in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for spending time with me here on the Mellow. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.